Salut, ici VOLER, on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour la 17e partie de l'épisode 3, les profondeurs sur Jurassic Park de Game. Dans la dernière partie, dans la dernière partie, Nema s'est réveillée et elle essaie de trouver la mousse à raser qui contient les embryons et c'est Billy Yoder qui l'a. Et donc on va expliquer à Yoder c'est quoi l'importance de la mousse à raser. C'est parti. Des embryons, attention.
Embryos! Dinosaur embryos. If you drop them, they'll be destroyed.
Embryos, huh? Wow. I knew you were up to something, but this is pretty clever.
Comment il sait que ce sont des embryons qui sont dans la mousse?
Talk about a bonus.
Look, Yoder. Billy, right? Maybe we can make a deal.
This ought to be good. Shoot.
Menace-le. Je parie qu'il est cupide. Où est passée la galanterie? Non, je parie qu'il est stupide.
There's a lot of money in it for you if I get those embryos to my contact before they go bad.
Ouais, c'est sûr qu'il va le cher.
Those embryos are worth over $1 million. That's US dollars. I have a buyer. I just need you to take us there, and we'll both be rich.
Oh, yeah, right. Like InGen isn't gonna shine a light on an independent contractor like me when they figure out the crown jewels are missing. No sale.
Il pourrait être sous-payé. Raconte-lui une histoire persuade-le. Il est peut-être sous-payé.
How much does InGen pay you to risk your life? How long before they replace you after you lose a leg or break your back and can no longer jump out of helicopters for them?
Don't you worry about it. I get paid plenty to do what I do.
Ouais, il fallait dire ça.
You turn that over to InGen. You get a pat on the back, maybe a little Christmas bonus. You leave it to me, you become a rich man. Pay off your debts, quit your job. No more guys in suits telling you what to do. Just think about it.
Okay. Keep talking.
Où est passée la galanterie? Je sais pas si c'est quoi.
Please. I don't expect you to trust me, but the right thing to do is to give it back to me and let me go.
Dois-je parler de ma fille?
I have a daughter. I need the money to get her out of the ghetto. You know what happens to girls there. She doesn't deserve that life.
Are you for real?
Come on, Billy. The money's good. And you'll be helping me save my daughter. Everybody gets a little something.
Okay, here's the deal. One, I'm in charge. I keep the embryos, and as soon as it's safe to break away, we'll deliver them to your contact.
I don't know if the embryos will last in there much longer.
That's a risk we're gonna take. Two, we're cutting Oscar in.
Why?
Because he's my partner, that's why. It'll be fine. Trust me. Now sit tight and lighten up. Not every woman gets to enjoy the sunset on a tropical island with Billy Yoder.
Ouais, c'est vraiment un coucher soleil avec dans une forêt tropicale qui est vraiment magnifique.
So, any idea where we are in relation to the rest of the park?
We're not far from the marine exhibit. I know for a fact that the phone there is in working order, or at least it was this morning.
Did we get there from the tunnels?
I believe so.
All right then, lead the way. Want to get us out of here as soon as possible. No more science projects, okay?
I understand.
Ouais, c'est couloir.
Don't worry, Jess. We should be safe in here.
Where do all these doors lead?
The maintenance corridors. The park's essential systems are in there. Electrical, water, air conditioning, you know, that sort of thing.
The tunnels on this side are for transporting animals, personnel, and food.
Ah, ils servent de transport d'animaux.
They are separate from the maintenance side to prevent accidents.
Ça permet de capturer les dinos. Tiens, votre émission de radio, Laura. On va voir c'est quoi.
So, Laura, I've been meaning to ask you, why don't you do your radio show anymore?
You had a radio show?
Well, it wasn't really radio. I'd hack into the park intercom and play choice cuts from my record collection. Lately, I haven't had the time.
Did you really have to show Artie Bridges how to do it?
Believe me, I regret it. But how was I to know how bad he was? He begged me, said it was his dream to be in radio.
You know what? He should stick to managing the janitorial group. He is awful.
He certainly is. I guess there was a reason it was just a
Ah, il y a un
dream.
raptor ici.
He actually records his show ahead
Ouais,
of
c'est un
time
raptor.
so that he can
Il y en a un là.
broadcast during work hours.
Did you guys hear that?
Sounded like a rat.
Mm-hmm. Dinosaurs aren't the only invasive species InGen brought to the island. There are lots of rats in these tunnels.
Ouais,
Maintenance is
le rat a été
always
bouffé.
setting
Le rat
traps down
s'est
here.
fait bouffer par le raptor.
Are you sure we shouldn't head to the visitor center, Dr. Sorkin? InGen is bound to start there when they don't hear from the rescue team.
These tunnels don't run all the way to the visitor center, and I don't know about you, but I'd rather not risk any more overland travel.
Good point.
Pourquoi vous n'êtes pas responsable? Attends, je veux juste regarder un truc. Pourquoi vous n'êtes pas responsable?
Well, as long as we're getting to know one another, how is it that Dr. Wu became chief geneticist over you?
That's an easy one. Frogs.
You're saying frogs kept you from getting promoted?
Specifically, their DNA. Before we could clone any dinosaurs, we had to decide how to fill in the gaps in the DNA sequences we found.
I remember this from the tour. You found dino blood inside mosquito fossils, right?
That's right. I wanted a complete prehistoric genome, cross-referencing all of the DNA found in the various amber samples. It would have been safer, but would have taken time the board of directors didn't want to spend.
Well, even Dr. Hammond's spare no expense philosophy has limits, I guess.
Exactly. Henry, Dr. Wu, proposed using frog DNA to fill in the gaps. It was risky. We still don't know all of the effects. But it was a solution, and a fast one at that. So Henry became chief geneticist, and I took to the field. Has anyone seen my cigarettes? I could swear I had some.
I didn't realize you smoked.
Normally I manage to duck out a few times a day, but we've been preoccupied.
Where did you last have them?
Right here in my pocket, or so I thought.
Maybe they fell out when we jumped from the water tower?
I suppose. Oh well, I'm probably better off without them.
Oh non! Je crois qu'elle les a volés.
Do you mind if we stop
Ça-
for a rest?
Ces cigarettes appartiennent à
It's
Laura.
killing me.
I suppose we could all use a break.
I don't know how much longer those embryos will last. We need to meet my contact at the boat.
We're staying here until Oscar gets back.
We don't even know if he's alive.
Oscar's fine, he's coming back, and come hell or high water, we are not leaving.
Ah ouais, vous n'avez pas bougé? Mais je te conseille de bouger parce que ça sort des tremblements.
Then again,
Il doit y avoir le
maybe you're
TRès
right.
qui...
Come on, we gotta run.
Mais tu vois, elle a raison. Il faut bouger. Il y a le TRès qui arrive. Est-ce que c'est le TRès? Là, j'ai failli. Je l'ai loupé. Ouais, c'est le TRès. Ah, le TRès a trouvé sa proie.
Don't move. It can't see you unless you move.
Bouge pas. Oh oh.
Easy, girl. Damn it!
Je l'ai encore loupé. Oh oh.
Leaving now!
Ouais, on doit partir tout de suite. Et on dirait qu'on tourne en rond. On tourne en rond. On est presque au même endroit. Par contre, il nous regarde lui.
Care for a lysine supplement?
No thanks. Well, you know what? Actually, you know what? Maybe I will. All this running around, my muscles probably need whatever protein I can give them.
My thoughts exactly. I haven't gotten this much exercise since Carnival.
I guess we've got a lot of extra lysine now that the parasaurs don't need the external supply.
Yeah, about that. It's not just the parasaurs. We added the antidote to the main water supply.
But that'll reach every dinosaur in the park. The lysine contingency...
Un antidote à la lysine?
You're insane! Denying the dinosaurs lysine was the only safety mechanism we had to keep them out of the global ecosystem.
Do I need to remind you that there are 120 miles of ocean between Isla Nublar and the mainland? The lysine contingency was cruel and unnecessary.
Et si on les déplaçait?
Yes, the ocean provides a natural barrier, but how can you guarantee InGen won't move some of these dinosaurs to a less isolated place?
Look, I'll tell InGen all about this when we get off the island. They can make an informed decision about if and where they want to move any dinosaurs.
Et les pteranodons?
Tell me this. Did you reverse the lysine contingency with the pteranodons?
No. My formula targets superorder Dinosauria exclusively. If I tried to account for the pteranodons, I might have affected other reptiles.
Oh, at least there's that.
Now that I think about it, though, targeting only pteranodons, or any one species, would be a simple change. I wouldn't even need a full lab.
Am I gonna have to ask Jess to follow you into the ladies' room?
It won't come to that. If I decide to do it, I won't sneak around, and I won't involve you. I'm sorry if the way I went about it last time upset you.
Well, thanks for the apology, I guess, but this isn't about me.
S'il savait nager?
Do you know for a fact that none of these animals can swim?
Oh, come on, Jerry.
It's how Asian elephants migrated to Sri Lanka from India. There's precedent.
You're being ridiculous. There's no evidence sauropods were swimmers. None.
Vous les avez vu nager?
You see them in the field every day. Have you ever even seen one of our dinosaurs try to swim?
We keep them in cages, Laura. They don't get the chance. I know this. More quadrupeds can swim than can't.
All right. I'll concede that it's possible there are sauropods that can swim. But I still believe that 120 miles of open water is an effective barrier.
Donc les amis, on va s'arrêter là pour la 17e partie, l'épisode 3, les profondeurs sur Jurassic Park de Game. On va dire qu'est-ce qui se passe, on va raconter la suite de la situation avec Laura dans la prochaine partie. Si vous avez aimé cette 17e partie, n'hésitez pas à laisser un pouce bleu, de mettre des commentaires sur cette vidéo et de vous abonner à ma chaîne. On se retrouve demain pour la suite de l'épisode 3. Salut!